All right, Lions nickel package. First question: are you concerned with Marcus Davenport's injury?
Am I concerned? I can't be concerned about something I knew was a real possibility of happening. For real.
I understand that, but why did Brad Holmes sign him then?
Took a spin on it.
I know, but
It cost less than a kicker.
But it's a position that the Lions were deficient at last year, and you're going to see, because it looks like it's going to be a season-ending injury. You're going to have no Marcus Davenport. James Houston, who is supposed to help the pass rush, a healthy James Houston can't touch the field. John Kaminsky's out. I understand Levi has played some outside, and he's looked pretty good. Josh Pascal, I'm not so sure. But you don't have to bargain bin shop forever. This is a Super Bowl window, and I hope that the Marcus Davenport injury isn't the difference between winning an NFC North, not an NFC North, an NFC Championship game or not.
I wouldn't say they bargain bin shopped forever. They signed DJ Reader. They signed David Montgomery. They traded for Carlton Davis. They brought in pieces that are big names that are being big players and contributing to this team for their run. You can't just only sign A-listers, especially when you're paying Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Penei Sewell. You're going to have to pay Hutch. You can't just keep signing A-listers. You got to bargain bin somewhere.
No, and Flannel, here's the deal, too. I told you what these moves tell you. Aiden Hutchinson's going to get done in the offseason.
Sure.
He's going to get done.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to hear a word from you after that.
No, but this is a Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl window. Obviously, Brad Holmes is the best GM in Lions history. He's one of the best GMs in the NFL right now, but until the Lions win a Super Bowl, there's always something you can have small criticisms about, and this is mine. You had an opportunity. If it were me, I would have probably tried to sign Clowney, Leonard Floyd, or A.J. Epinesa or somebody like that. A.J. Epinesa re-signed with Buffalo, so it would have been harder, but those were also cheap guys on 2-year contracts. And I get it, it's hindsight, but Marcus Davenport getting hurt was very, very predictable. And another thing with Marcus Davenport is even if he stayed healthy, inconsistency is also something that's predictable about him. So I don't want this to cost the Lions in a playoff game. I'm not saying it for sure will, it's just you're getting nothing from Marcus Davenport. One really good game and then nothing.
That's fair.
But you knew that
when you trade for Trey Hendrickson, though, you won't have to worry about it.
And that's
there you go.
Shoot. Then, I would, things that I would do if the Lions traded for Trey Hendrickson are unspeakable.
All right, next question of the Lions nickel package. Are you concerned with Derek Barnes' injury?
Now, that's a little different. Because Derek Barnes has morphed into a very good asset for this Lions team. And remember when he got here that first year? People were mocking him. IT Hip, since you gatekeep, we got messages from you saying Derek Barnes sucked. I mean, I can't remember any off the top of my head, but my guess is we did. I remember those. I'm kidding. But I'm sure you did. But, the moral of the story is when you lose a solid football, Derek Barnes is never going to be confused with Lawrence Taylor.
Right.
Never. But Derek Barnes is the kind of guy you win with.
Sure. I think, though, this is where the Lions are going to have to rely on their depth at the linebacking position. I mean, Malcolm Rodriguez was a starter in 2022. Jalen Reeves-Maybin was a starter on a bad 2021 Lions team, but at least he's been a starter in the National Football League, and he excels at least at special teams. And then even Ben Neiman. Ben Neiman started a lot of games on those really good Chiefs teams, so you've got depth at the linebacker position to withstand however long that Derek Barnes is going to be out, or at least give this linebacking core an approximation of it as long as Alex Anzalone gets back healthy, which is looking like he is, and as long as Jack Campbell takes that step. I think they'll be all right.
Spenmo.
Yes.
What down are we on going next?
Third.
Third. Okay, here's an audible on the nickel package. This is the Sam Flannel installation nickel package here. A couple of questions. JP17. First down of the Sam Flannel audible nickel package. Flannel, are you going to a Diddy party if the Lions trade for Hendrickson?
No. Unspeakable, but slightly less than a Diddy party.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Second down. Max Mayer. Sam, would you give up your father-in-law's Michigan season tickets for Hendrickson?
No.
Then he's not down for the
Yeah,
cause.
that's true.
All right, fine.
You would?
No, I wouldn't.
The Diddy party one I understand, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey.
Would you have Michigan State go winless?
Yes.
So
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Oh, stop it.
I look at that man. Does that man look like he has any dishonesty in those eyes?
100%.
I just don't think that that's a good trade-off. Like the Lions, as much as I gave some warning about the Marcus Davenport injury potentially being, a harm, you can still win the Super Bowl as is. You'd be more likely with Trey Hendrickson, but you can still win the Super Bowl as they are right now. Therefore, I'm not giving up Michigan season tickets. And you wouldn't have MSU go winless. Think of how miserable that would be.
Yeah,
he just said he would.
You know what would be better?
What?
Having Trey Hendrickson opposite Aiden Hutchinson.
Doesn't guarantee you a Super Bowl. I mean, it does.
Wow,
it helps
listen to this guy, everybody. Yeah. I'm turning my back on this guy.
I know, because I got to sacrifice everything for the Lions now.
I just can't wait till it's 1 o'clock. All right, can we go on?
All right, next question of the nickel package. Will Jared Goff have his first 0 interception game of the season Monday versus the Seahawks?
Yes, because the Lions are going to win. They're going to win that game. I have zero doubt in my mind the Lions are going to win that game. And it will be paramount. I believe it's a non-negotiable for the Lions to win on Monday night, for him to have his first 0 interception. More on 0 interception games later, by the way.
I can't wait for that. I agree. And the funny thing is Seattle's secondary is actually very formidable. And they've been 100% healthy. Oh, you're distracting me, Spenny. No. But yes, I just think with this offense, with all of the continuity from last year, I think that this is a game in which they get right. And like you said, Neil, they have to at some point because this offense is just too good.
Would you trade Michigan losing to Ohio State by 40 points for the Lions to win this Monday night game?
No.
No,
you
that's
wouldn't?
fair.
No. The Lions are going to be favored. I don't have to give up anything.
That's fair.
No. If it all rode on you, Flannel, your decision determines the Lions' path on Monday night. They will win the game if Michigan loses by 40 to Ohio State.
No, because this isn't a must-win. Maybe for the spirits.
Are you guys catching this?
Maybe for the spirits of Detroit fans who don't want to lose to Seattle again, but this is not a must-win. This is by no means a must-win game.
Are we learning a lot right now, Spenmo?
Yeah, Flannel's kind of wish-washer.
I know. I'm a fake Lions fan, I guess.
No, you're just not a Lions fan. You're a Michigan fan.
Hey, I'm both.
Over the Lions.
He isn't from Detroit.
I know he's not.
It's really coming out now.
He's
Flannel.
from Illinois.
You're going to get gate kept.
I'm definitely going to get gate kept.
He's a Bears fan in disguise.
I'm definitely going to get gate kept.
He's from Illinois. He wants all the highways to be toll-based.
Yeah. He wants the Bears to win.
No, I actually, whenever I do go to Illinois, I choose the non-toll route when I do via GPS.
Smart man.
All right, let's go. I want it to be 1 o'clock.
All right. No, sorry, my phone locked. Next question of the Lions nickel package. Is Aiden Hutchinson a legitimate defensive player of the year candidate?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he's got the stat bump at the beginning. You know how you got to get off to a good start and all that kind of stuff. Flannel thinks he is. Flannel would trade how about this, Flannel? If Hutch was the defensive player of the year, but the Lions couldn't win another game, you would take that, right?
No.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would take that.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, here are your 3 choices.
Okay.
For Hutch to be defensive player of the year, you can choose the Lions don't win another game or Michigan doesn't win another game. Who would you choose?
Death. Death.
Okay.
As in, I can't make that determination. But
Ooh.
no, but yes, Aiden Hutchinson, 6.5 sacks, leads the league. Second is Will McDonald. Watt only has 3. Crosby has 3. Garrett has 2. Bosa has 2. Parsons has 1. He's got a lead over the competition, and he also leads the NFL in quarterback hits. And I think it's almost a mortal lock that he'll at least get to 17 while being very, very impactful. So, yes, Aiden Hutchinson is the favorite.
Sauce Tin's at the bottom of it. Flannel would rather have Mahomes have a 3-peat.
No, that's not true. It would be my second option.
Boo. You should only have 1.
Oh, I do only have 1, but
You just said that was your second.
everybody's got teams that they like and players that they like other than the Lions. Actually,
Fair.
some don't.
That's fair. Some people don't.
Some people don't.
All right, next question. Final question.
Hold on real quick. People talking about what about tongue-kissing Roseanne Barr?
Who's that?
Roseanne?
Oh, bro.
Spenny, this is your department.
Yeah, I would do that.
I'm about to say, I probably would too, honestly. Yeah.
Spenny, would you do it for a beer at a baseball game?
Yeah, probably.
All right, moving on.
I'd do it for $5. I'd do it for the clout.
Hey.
just I'd do it for the club.
Roseanne now doesn't even look that bad. She actually looks kind of good. Roseanne now. Anywho.
It's all coming together.
All right, next.
All right, I need this segment to be over, please.
Final question of the Lions nickel package. Are you concerned with the Lions secondary going up against Seattle's pass catchers?
I think it's time to put that to bed. I'll be serious about this one for a minute. I won't look at flannel, though. I think it's time to put that to bed.
It's a tongue kiss, man. WTF is wrong with you, Spenny? If Roseanne said, hey, make out with me, I'll buy you a couple beers, I'd be like, all right. What do you say? You know how much beer at a baseball game is? It's like $12.
Right. A piece. It's $12 a piece. What do you got, Stick?
Let's be honest, though. When Spenny was at my wedding, the things he was willing to do to get a room that night, and we're not going to mention names, but Spenny was ready to do unspeakable things to.
And I'll easy led that charge. I was down for the ride.
Literally.
You weren't condoning it.
No.
But you weren't
hot.
saying no.
It was hot.
Yeah.
I was ready for some air conditioning.
What was the question? I think it's time to put that to bed about the Lions secondary. Terrion Arnold can play. I came clean about it. I'm done qualifying it. He can play. I'm cool with it. He's a rook. He's developing. He's 3 games into an NFL career. Because let's be real, Flannel. When we ask these questions about the secondary, we're asking these questions about Terrion Arnold. We are. By default.
But you're also asking questions about the Seattle pass catchers. DK Metcalf can beat you, no matter who you are. Tyler Lockett is a
It's no different than what the Bucs wide receivers were. It's no different than what the Rams wide receivers were.
went out, though. I mean, to me, you're 3 deep when it comes to Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba looks like he's figured it out and is on his way to a 1,000-yard season. I already told you about DK. Tyler Lockett's been a 4-time 1,000-yard receiver. It's one of the best trios in the NFL. I'm not saying that the Seahawks are going to win. I'm not saying that the secondary is going to look like it did last year. My point is to be mindful of what the Seahawks can do well, and those receivers can beat you.
And you guys are crazy, man. Like, this is not this big of a take. If Roseanne said make out with me and what was it, Hutch wins that Defensive Player of the Year, everybody would do that.
Have you seen Roseanne lately?
No, I haven't.
It's not like she looked in the first couple seasons of the show. She looks all right. She lost weight.
That's fair. For Hutch to win? Yeah, dude, what?
Of course.
Octopus says, I'm on Team Spenny here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there are people in there. Do we have any more, or did that wrap it up?
No, that was it.
That was
the last one.